What is going on, everyone? It's SA Blaze here, the ultimate commentator here on the mic right now. You guys already know this is yet another Ill Mind of Blaze. This is the third episode of Ill Mind of Blaze, and I want to just go ahead and say thank you guys for all the support. The third episode of Ill Mind of Blaze, and we've been doing great with these. Like, the last episode did well, and the first episode did well. So thank you once again for all the new people out there. I'm not going to take 3 minutes to plug, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys what platforms you can hear me on, and then we're going to jump right into the topic. So if you guys want to hear this on the go and you don't want to just use the YouTube app, if you're on the YouTube app, go ahead and hit that like button, all right? Yeah, okay. You hit the like button? That's good. Anyways, you can also listen to this on SoundCloud. It is in the description for my SoundCloud if you want to listen to this on the go. I know SoundCloud don't be depleting batteries out here, so go check it out on SoundCloud. And also another app called Anchor. I really like Anchor, actually. It's a really good app. Go check it out on there also. I can actually upload these solo podcasts to Anchor and get it right to you guys wherever I am in the world. It's amazing. I don't even need my equipment or anything like that. I don't need to be at home. I don't need my desktop. It's a pretty cool app. So check me out on there also. This episode will be on both of those. So check it out. And also, we're trying to get Spotify and Apple Music to, put your boy on there. But, you got to get some clout before we get on over to that Apple Music and Spotify. It'll happen one day, all right? And in the future, I will be introducing new people. People will be guest starring on this Solo Man podcast every once in a while, but mainly you're just gonna hear my voice. So these are completely unedited and raw, okay? Raw. So I ain't gonna be cutting nothing, bruh. So if I get off topic, y'all just gonna have to deal with it. No, I'm playing. But yeah, it is raw, and I'm not going to be cutting or anything. So if I do get off topic, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing ahead of time. Anyways, with that being said, this might be a long video, okay? No, actually, probably not. Probably like 10 minutes max. But we'll try. We'll try to stay in the 10-minute range, all right? So if I don't stay in the 10-minute range and I go above it, yeah, y'all can make fun of me, okay? Make fun of me in the comment section down below and hit that like button, by the way. Anyways, let's jump into today's topic. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is Persona 5 coming to the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. So there's a rumor flying about. This isn't fact. It's a rumor flying about ever since the Game of the Year awards that Ren Amamiya, since he's in Smash, and hold up, let's talk about that for a second. I watched the Game of the Year awards. I didn't get to make a video about it, but I watched the Game of the Year awards, and I was in a reaction video technically. And I reacted to Joker being put into Smash like a little kid who just got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas for the first time. Like, boy, I was crying. Like, I could not believe my eyes when I saw Ren Amamiya in Smash Bros. Ultimate. It was crazy, guys. When I first saw the trailer, like when the trailer first hit the screen, I was like, Persona 5 Arena, Persona 5 Arena, Persona 5 Arena. I was like, oh my God, watch. Then the Persona 3 cast is gonna show up, then the Persona 4 cast is gonna show up, and then the 5 cast is gonna show up, and then they're gonna be like, oh, it's Persona 5 Arena. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. So I was screaming Persona 5 Arena first, and then a letter pops up on screen, and it turns around, and I see the Smash Bros logo, bro. And I'm like, this cannot be. This cannot be. I said, naughty? Naughty? This is ridiculous. This cannot be happening right now. Ren Amamiya, ladies and gentlemen, is in Smash Brothers Ultimate. He's coming out. No one has a release date for him yet. If I was to go ahead and give you guys a release date of what I think the release date for Ren Amamiya coming to Smash is, I'm gonna guess probably like April or May. And I know that's a long ways out, but I feel like it's around April or May. And I hope it is, right? And we're supposed to be getting like a pack. It's a challenger pack. He's part of a challenger pack. So I'm like, wait, a pack? So does that mean there's gonna be other characters that they're gonna show in the coming months that are also gonna be in this pack? I don't know, guys. It's gonna be crazy. So with that happening, people are speculating that we might get Persona 5 on Nintendo Switch. Maybe, Atlas cut a deal with Nintendo and they're like, hey, y'all, we might be able to drop Persona 5 on your console. And that's what people are really excited about, especially all the Persona fans out there. I know. It was a glorious day for us Persona fans. Nintendo actually recognizing our baby, Persona, the series that we all love dearly. I am so excited that Nintendo is showing some love to Ren Amamiya. Joker by putting him in Smash. You guys are a beautiful company. Thank you so much. I thought Sony was the only one that knew. But you guys all know that Persona Q2 is coming out on 3DS. People do forget about that game, and you know, this rumor could possibly not be true, and the only reason why Ren Amamiya is in Smash, because people say, well, you got to work with Nintendo some way if you're gonna put like, if they're gonna put like a Smash character in the game. But if you think about it, Persona Q2 is on a Nintendo console. Persona Q was on a Nintendo console. A lot of the SMT games, Etrian Odyssey games, Atlus works with Nintendo a lot and very often. So it makes sense that Atlus is going to, you know, get one of their representatives. And I mean, I don't think they're gonna pick, if Nintendo walked up to Atlus and was like, hey, since you guys work with us so much, what is the one character from any of your franchises that you want to put on in our Smash Bros game? They're not gonna pick a SMT character, because I mean, like, that's pretty niche still, right? They're not gonna pick a Etrian Odyssey character, because we're all gonna be like, well, who the fuck is that? They're not gonna pick, you know, what else does Atlus work on? Oh, what's that one game? Odin Spear character. Like, Odin Spear is a great game, but they're not gonna pick Odin Spear. I think a lot of people do know what Odin Spear is though nowadays. But they're gonna pick Persona, their top selling freaking franchise, and on top of that, Persona 5, the top selling game of that franchise. So of course Joker's gonna be in the goddamn game. Of course they're gonna pick Joker. They're not gonna pick an SMT character. We all know SMT 5 is actually going to be an exclusive on the Switch in the coming years. I don't know when that game's coming out. I don't even think they have a solid date for that. I think we might see something new about that this year, but other than that, I have a feeling it's gonna come out in like 2020. It's not coming out in 2019 for sure. Anyways, to keep on going, so Atlus has registered some domains, and I'm gonna read off the domain names and we'll try to guess what these domains that they've registered so far are. So one domain is p5ag.jp.japan. Another one is p5r.japan, and the last one is p5u.japan. Now, if I was to guess what these are, the p5u might be an Ultimate Edition of Persona 5. If I was to guess anything, I think that one would make the most sense. And the reason why I say an Ultimate Edition is I'm thinking that they might be releasing like a definitive edition of Persona 5 with like everything, with maybe new content on PS4 also, and maybe even upgrading the game to like 60 FPS possibly. I mean, don't hold me on this. I'm just guessing, guys. This is just a theory, okay? I'm just thinking that they might release a definitive edition of the game on PS4 again, and it'll be a little bit better with some more content, and possibly give us some 60 FPS, because we all know Persona 5 ran at 30 FPS locked. It was locked at 30. So if that's a thing, I wouldn't be surprised if that is going to be a thing, because to be honest, like, Atlus has been kind of milking games recently, wink wink, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a definitive edition within the next year. Maybe not this year, because they gotta let Persona 5 sit in the water a little bit, but maybe in 2020 we'll get like a definitive edition on PS4 or even PS5 at that point, right? We'll see though. And Persona 5 R, I'm gonna guess, is probably like Persona 5 Reloaded, which would be the Nintendo Switch port of the game, which would add new content to the game also. Kind of like how Persona 4 Golden did when Persona 4 Golden went to handheld. It also gave us new content, like a new month, a new social link, and tons upon tons of other content. So, and it even changed the gameplay of the game a little bit too, right? So I'm starting to think that the Persona 5 R will be reloaded, which will be the Switch game, which I'm all aboard. I'm all on board if that is true. And Reloaded, that name makes sense, because if you think about it, what is Joker iconic for? A gun. You reload a gun. So yeah, Reloaded makes sense to me. Now, Persona 5 AG.jp, that sounds like an arena game. Persona 5 Arena Global, maybe? Arena Global? That sounds weird, but it would make sense, because it would be 3, 4, and 5 all in one game globally. You know what I mean? Like, and they're on an international scale. Wait. they're not on a small like school scale anymore. They're on a global scale. You feel me? I don't know, but Arena Global would make sense in my opinion. I mean, I feel like that would be pretty cool. We'd get all of the characters of the games, 3, 4, and 5, all in one game, globally, ladies and gentlemen. Arena Global. But I don't know, you know, what I'm saying right now could be completely wrong. These could all be something different. Persona 5R could be Persona 5 Racing for all we know. Like shit, Atlas is like, yeah, we like Mario Kart, we like Crash Team Racing. We're gonna make a Persona Racing, you know what I mean? With all your favorite characters, even from 1 and 2. You'll get to see them in carts. It could be Persona 5 Racing. Who knows? Who knows? Persona 5 U could be Persona 5 Ultimix. You know what I mean? So these are all just a guess. I feel like Persona 5 AG might be the arena game. And if I'm right on like Arena Global, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. I'm gonna say that right now. And if I'm right on Reloaded, I'm a beast too. But we'll see. I do think that we're gonna get some new editions of the Persona games. And if this game comes over to Switch, I'm going to be excited. I feel like Persona is a perfect game to play on Switch. I actually kind of wanted Persona 5 on my Switch because I've put hundreds upon hundreds of hours. What my first playthrough is like what, 100 hours over? Yeah. And that's not even counting my last playthrough that I deleted, which was also over 100 hours. So yeah, I've put like 200 hours in the game technically, you know, quote unquote. So I would love to be able to play that game laying down, or maybe being downstairs on my couch and watching TV as I'm playing the game, or, you know, maybe at work I could put in a couple hours if I'm just chilling. If I have some downtime, maybe like 30 minutes at work, I could play Persona 5 real quick. It would be awesome to take with me. I would love to have Persona 5 on my Switch, handheld. It would be great because I cannot sit in a chair for more than 5 hours, guys. I get antsy. I'm like, man, I need to get up. I need to move. Like, I'm doing this 20-minute video and I'm already getting antsy, like thinking about what do I need to do next. Like, I'm just one of those people. I have like ADHD or some shit. Like, I'm always thinking about different things I need to be doing. I can't be just doing and focusing on one thing. I got to be multitasking. I'm surprised I'm not listening to music as I'm making this video. Usually I'm listening to music as I'm making these podcast videos because I like just having that, you know, that multitask ability. Like, that's just how I am. I just have to sit here and I have to multitask constantly. I am looking at the article, of course, and that's I guess that's helping. That's why I'm not all bouncing around and shit. But yeah, I would love to have this game on my Switch so I can move around and stuff and play it throughout my house, because there's a lot of dialogue in this game, and it's just a perfect game to have on your Switch. It's a perfect handheld game. Persona 4 Golden worked hella well on the Vita. So I am very excited for the future of Persona. We will see, guys, in the next year what Atlas shows us. If we get a new arena game, I'm all for it. If we get a Switch port, I'm all for it. If they give us a definitive edition of Persona 5 that's upgraded and runs at 60 FPS and has new content on PS4, I'm all for it also. Just give it to me, Atlas. I will throw my $60 in your face, left and right. Just give me good games, okay? No more 3 and 5 dancing games, okay? And yeah, just good games like Q. Q2 is going to be really good. I have high hopes for that game. Even though it didn't sell well in Japan, it's going to sell well here in America because of me, and I'm excited for it, okay? I know it's a good game. I know you guys can make good games. 3 and 5 dancing wasn't it, Chief. It wasn't it, Chief, okay? So definitely give me some good games in the future, Atlas. I'm excited. And also, guys, keep your eyes open for Catherine. That game should be dropping in 2019. That is another Atlas-made game that I highly recommend all of you guys try. So try that game out. We're going to get a definitive edition of the game with added content in 2019, apparently. So I am very hyped for that. So get ready for that, guys. Yeah, that's all I got to say about this. The Nintendo Switch is looking clean. Like, we're actually getting some games on this junk. I mean, these are old games that I've already played, but hey, we're getting some games on the Nintendo Switch. Possibly. Okay? We don't know. Maybe they just put Ren Amamiya in there because, you know, Persona Q2 is coming out, you know, and they're trying to hype out Persona Q2, which makes sense, right? But, keep your mind open because we might get Persona 5 on the Switch, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, that is all for today, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Comment down below what you guys think. Will you buy Persona 5 on the Nintendo Switch with new content? bonus content. I would definitely. And I know a lot of my friends would, and they've put maybe 3 or 4 or 5 playthroughs into Persona 5 already, okay? So I know they will. So go ahead and tell me, guys, what your guys' thoughts are on this, and I will see you guys in the next Illmind Blaze. So I'm out. Deuces.
Hope will never die.
Whipping in the kitchen, man, I feel like Betty Crocker. Bagging fairy dust and moving work like Mr. Crocker. Next time I see that bitch, I swear I'm a rocker. Last few days, Peso turn into a monster. Pull the 38 and turn your body to lasagna. You don't want smoke, cause we moving like some Rostas. Chillin' eating pasta with the homie like some mobsters. So across